Hello and welcome to Oxygen Not Included, Episode Not Included, Episode 1. I am Punisher. I play games because I'm a nerd and I love video games. This will be my first YouTube series on I guess, let's play type whatever, whatever you want to call it. Um, there is no specific goal I want to do. I just want to survive as long as possible. And we'll see how long this series goes for. So, we're going to start a new game. I have about 12 hours total played on numerous maps that I have screwed up and killed all my dupes or whatever. It just didn't go well. It'll go better here. So, at least that's what I hope. Let's start a new game and get this going. So, we're loading in here. Take over our dupes. Now, I do not want to randomize my dupes or shuffle that often. There's a couple of traits I do want to look for. I want one good learner, one good cook, and one good athletics. This seems like a pretty good start for some dupes. Some stress responses I do not want is eating and stuff like that. Other than that, binge eating is about the only thing I'll not do. So let's look at Hassan. We have Hassan here. He's a good, decent cook, decent medical. He's an interior decorator, which is pretty good. Pretty slow learner, ugly crier. Decor expectations 15. We'll keep him. Nisbet, bottomless stomach, absolutely not. Bubbles, yoke just research, which is fine. We have a good cooking, digging, and construction, which is always good, and an iron gut. He's a binge eater, so absolutely not. Binge eater, nope. Binge eater, okay. Narcoleptic is annoying, but is okay. Really good for athletics. We'll keep Lindsay. And Catalina, -5, cooking, tinkering. So we need our learner, so we'll go ahead and +8, bottomless stomach. Damn. Excuse my language. Needed a researcher. I just heard that wasn't good. Minus calorie change, -500 calories a cycle. No. No learning, no learning. I went too quick. Still learning. Okay, loud sleeper, no thank you. Learning. Gastrophia, you just won't cook, which is fine. Naturally busted, vomiters, fine. Looks like we're gonna go with Meemaw. So we have Hassan, Lindsay, and Meemaw to start the game out. If you would like to be in the game, feel free to leave a comment. I'll put you in. No problem. But we're going to start out with me, Punisher, Pew Pew, and Counter-Strike days. I'm a Punisher fan, so kind of worked out Punisher. That's where that name came from, if you were wondering. Name of colony will be Colony. I can't type Colony. X. Yep. Colony X. Sounds good to me. Let's go into the asteroid and see how our first base is. Okay, so alert. Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar asteroid. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got here. Dun dun dun. So, we're going to start out the game by pausing the game and investigating our surroundings. So, it seems that we have a really good starting area, I guess you would say. A lot of food, algae, a lot of water, which is always good, metal, more metal. So yeah, this actually looks really decent to start the game out, so I'm happy. First thing you want to do when you get in here is you want, and the game allows the notes as well, is you want toilets. Toilets are super important, obviously. If you don't have toilets, they'll start making a mess because They don't care if there's toilets or not. They're going to go to the bathroom. So, you can't really blame them. As of right now, we can't build anything because we have 0 resources all the way. So, let's get digging, and then we'll plan out our base once we get a little resource gathered. We're already up to 4 stress. Must be a decor thing, possibly. See, my stress isn't that high to start the game out. Whatever. Let's keep going. Okay, so we got a little resources, so let's start building. I like to add, just for symmetry, I like to add that one next to our printer. And then we're going to go 1, 2, and 3 spaces, because we'll have a ladder down the middle of those 3 spaces. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 tiles. Keep a little symmetry going, because hey, it looks nice. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we dig that out. So when you're digging, you want to, well, you don't have to, but I like to do 4 because they can reach it just standing on the ground. You don't have to worry about building ladders, things like that. So we'll get these building, and then we can go ahead and plan for our outhouses. And yes, outhouses. I always do 2. You always want 2, in my opinion, because it will allow a dupe to go to the bathroom, even if they're cleaning out another bathroom, or if 2 dupes have to go to the bathroom at the same time. It's always good to have 2. So we've lost some resources down here, a couple briar seeds, which were kind of important. So we'll go ahead and start building ladders down so we can actually get those resources. Get it, because we will want it. Definitely want it. Again, like I said, we always dig these out so we can have proper circulation of the air. So yeah, cycle 1, I like to get outhouses up and beds up is always my goal. So 1, 2, and 3, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we'll get some furniture going. Do a cot here. So 1, 2, and 3. Are duplicates. Now the reason why I like to get briar seeds, because early game decor or research is done, is actually really good with briar seeds. Again, 4 up and over. This is sand, so this sand's going to fall, and all this sand will eventually fall. We'll just have to dig it out, which is fine. Not a big deal. So we got our first outhouse done. As you can see, this duplicate is having a hard time breathing because this is technically a void when you dig into something solid. There's no air there to start out with, so yeah. We do not have any dirt yet, apparently. Yeah, apparently we do not have any dirt. Coal already, water, and sandstone. So we definitely need to get some dirt. How many dirt digging up here? No. There's a couple little here. So we're gonna actually prioritize this over here to get this up and going, so they don't make a mess everywhere and contaminate our water, because that would not be good to start the game out. So we'll get them prioritizing this to get over to the dirt. We have that's coal. A lot of coal. This is dirt up here, but I don't really want to build a ladder up to there just yet. We might have to. There's plenty of dirt up here that we're going to get to eventually here. So dirt's not going to be an issue, just kind of starting out it will be. Looks like this sand fell, of course, so we'll have to dig that out so they can actually use it in buildings. So let them get all that done. We got a couple idlers, which is fine. We have dirt. Sufficient resources. Not get any dirt? Huh. I thought one of them... So let's go ahead and dig that out just so we can get some dirt going. I do not want to break into this because right now it's a vacuum and it'll suck up everything we have. And we don't have a lot of oxygen right now. We only have the oxalite over here. So, yeah. Again, I mean, we must just not have enough dirt. Dirt, easy dirt. Here. I guess we'll just go ahead and keep digging. Eventually they're gonna... bathroom. We just got some metal, which is always good. Cancel that, because I do not want that just in case. I don't think it will, but... So again, our dirt is like disappearing. Oh no, that was coal. Huh! Huh. So it looks like we might need to... I'm gun. So, let's take this ladder up. I mean, this is a great start, huh? Very entertaining. Not really. So, we will get this, because I know for a fact that is the dirt. So, get going, my duplicates. We will not get our cots up, because we just need to get the bathroom up before they contaminate our water source with their urine. So, unfortunately, they're going to only work one at a time over here, so we're going to go ahead and dig this up and get started here. Might as well. So, we have a lot of food up here, which is good. A little oxalite, so it'll get some oxygen going. Right now, our carbon dioxide is going to fall, hopefully, down in this area and a little down here. So this is fine. As soon as we get these cots up, we're going to want to get power will be our next goal. But primary goal right now is to get these bathrooms up and running, because if not, we're going to have a problem. So we're just in our waiting game. I might fast forward through this part, might not, we'll see. It is quite boring. Lindsay, our narcoleptic, has fallen asleep, of course. And we got our dirt. Thank the Lord baby Jesus. Lord baby Jesus is good. So, we'll just go ahead and dig this all out just to make sure we have plenty of dirt. In fact, I might just go ahead and come up here. Might as well. Here. We will not dig all this out yet, not until we have a good supply of oxygen with an algae deoxidizer. We need to get a lot more algae to start out with. So we got plenty of dirt right now, fertilizer, which will be good, muck root, and our field rations. We haven't even got into that yet because we found a couple muck roots early on, which is good. Again, you can see people are holding their breath. Go ahead. Or no. Cool. So, just go up here. I might want to just go ahead and that, yeah. Get that out of the way. Expose this oxalite, get a little more oxygen. See what we look like oxygen-wise. We're high concentrate over here. That's to be expected. We have our oxalite over here, which is fine. We have our carbon dioxide, which is falling down in this pit, which is good. We have a little bit over here, but that's to be expected. We have a lot of carbon dioxide over here, which is going to eventually fall in here, which is not good because it's just extra you have to take care of. Now with these, we're going to go ahead and set up auto harvest, so they'll go ahead and just harvest them. Okay, we're going to want to dig that up. And go ahead and dig that up and that up for algae. That up, algae. Dig that up. Get our algae supply up. Dig him up. Some buckroot dirt. Will not dig up that bristle blossom. We'll turn this on auto harvest. Oh, I did already. Turn that guy on auto harvest and that guy on auto harvest. Buckroots we'll go ahead and dig up for now because it's a good source of food. Bristle blossom is going to be good for our actually dug in. Okay, so day one, we had a little a little problem with our outhouses here at Colony X. But we got that taken care of. Dirt's actually, we're doing okay. We have some harvesting and some algae over here. We're actually stuck in here. Thankfully there's oxygen, so we're not suffocating. We have a hatch down here, looks like, which is always good. It's free coal. I usually feed them sandstone because have an abundance amount of sandstone. So yeah, so we're doing good. Let's last through the night. Unfortunately, we didn't get our cots up, but hey, that's to be expected. We had a little issue with our outhouses, but our stress is right back down, so that's good. Again, I don't know why I went up to 4 stress right off the bat. That usually doesn't happen. So, we are back up and running. Let's go ahead and slow it down again. Actually, you know, having them trapped. So we're going to actually prioritize them to get themselves out just in case they have to use a bathroom. Not be good to, you know, not let them use a bathroom if they need to. So, thankfully, this is sand. It's going to drop when you take the last tile out. You just have to redo it. So we're going up here to do some digging and some harvesting. They're trying to catch their breath, which is fine. I think they're hungry or have to use a bathroom. Yeah, bathroom. And she's hungry. So, cot, check. Check for number 1 cot. We have bristlebriar seeds right now. We'll plant one in there. Okay, so we're doing okay for now. Let's go ahead and go 2 times speed. Get some stuff done. Some stuffers done. We're going to combine these waters into one water basin area. This is granite. Oh, we have some ice, so that tells me this is a cold biome down here, which is good. Here we have a slime biome and our abyssalite biome. Pinch of pepper plants. Kudos, some more. Must be pretty warm here. Yeah, we have pretty warm surroundings, our whole base, which is good and bad. Our dupes like it about 37, I believe, degrees Celsius. In fact, we will need to think about some oxygen. Oxygen being out very fast. So, that means we got to get some power generation going. What I like to do is I like to put it right underneath our starting plateau. Why? I just do. Go ahead and go down. That's going to be an issue. Sorry. We shall deal. Priority 9, let's go ahead and dig that out to lower this water. We have plenty of food. We found 5,000, plenty of algae. Let's see how our oxygen. We still have a high concentrate, which is good. So we're not in desperate need of our oxygen maker yet, but we will be. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like to do 4. Oh, that's not good. Come on now. Let's not die. And we'll be alright. I know. My fault. I almost killed him. It happens though. So we're going to have our power supply under here. Get our hamster wheel on. I like to do 3 batteries to start out with. Big batteries. Not what I'm... So, 2 and 3. Again, let's go ahead and our briar seed. Now this is kind of dangerous because they're going to go down here and start putting this in, and they could get their head chopped off. Not chopped off, but get it trapped. So we'll just have to be quick to say, hey, don't do that sort of thing. They're going in water right now. See, like that. That's what I was talking about. See, she stood down here to put this tile in, and then there was no go, so she built her head in there. So we'll deconstruct that. Get her out. Okay. Then put that back in there and hope they don't do that again. Go ahead and build another plateau over here. Another one over here. Might have to just lose this guy. Digging up one's not that. It's not the end of it. I just want to get that side of the base going. This guy out. Okay. So next task will be getting our algae deoxidizer. This will give us our oxygen once our oxalite completes, because you can get free oxygen for a certain amount of time. Looks like this is going to combine with itself anyways, so we don't have to worry about doing it ourselves, but it won't move it too much because it just doesn't have not a lot of places to go. Probably easier way to say that. So, cycle number 2 is blast through the night because, hey, it is boring. Stress went up 1 when I went to bed. I'm just a little stressy, I guess. So, cycle number 2, we got our power up, which is good. Oh, we got our power sorta up, but our wires get that charged. We want to get our research up and our algae deoxidizers. So let's go ahead and get that going. And get some stations for our research station here. And I did it again. So this is only going to be 3 high, which is not good. But we'll deal. We shall deal. We might have to turn this into not a bedroom because it's not going to be room paintings, which is the best decor options for a bedroom, I think. So we'll just put that as another. That'll be our kitchen. We'll have that our kitchen. Not a big deal. We'll want to get some power running to our research machines. Because we'll want to get farming done as soon as possible. Now, research screen. Okay, so this is your research. Not a lot. It gets done relatively quickly. We want to get some farming as number 1 because we'll get our planter boxes so we can plant these meal seeds and get them. Then I like to move into basically all the first ones. Might go into the interior decorating depending on stress. Our stress is actually okay for now. And then we'll definitely want to get all the way to combustion. Is that our only tier 3 that we have to worry about installation time? Which is yet so we'll definitely want to get the here done soon, and our electrolyzer, because we want to do a looped oxygen producer that runs its own. I've seen from my YouTubers I enjoy watching, Pinstar. I seen him make this contraption that worked out really good, apparently. So, you know, like business. Find out what works, you steal it. And it's very intricate, sort of, to start out with, but it's relatively easy once you get it built to sustain itself. So that's important. Like I said, this broke through, which is fine. We were going to combine all this water anyways, so I'm not worried about that. We will want to get a basin going soon for it all. We'll probably just come down here, just build a large basin, which would be good next to the coal. Eventually seep through water. It's at a 20 degree, not that big a deal. Okay, we need to get some power to our algae. That'll be good. Again, we have 24,000, so we're up 4,000 just by inheriting, digging, and finding muck roots and plants that are thing. We won't. So, again, sand is very aggravating. Definitely want to get that moved as soon as possible. Also want to be thinking about our storage units, because decor is really important. And each one of these items on the ground is a negative decor, even though we have our seed. See, it gives off a little bit of green, but it's getting, you know, red from our negative decor from all this stuff on the ground. And we definitely want to get that cleaned up relatively shortly. But to do that in time, we unburied a hatch over here, which is good. We're blasting through the farming research, which is awesome. We need to think about moving this water really, really soon. Because we definitely want to start getting our farming done. Might do a little bit of farming here, seeing as how this is only, yeah. So that sound means, hey, farming's done. So let's get back into the research and keep I like just going down this first tech tree. Doing good. We're picking up the meal ice, which is good. So let's get our farming and our compost, which is really important. Compost. 2 bathrooms, 1 compost. Start out early game is good. What the compost does, it takes the polluted dirt that this is making from the bathroom, composts it into fertilizer that you in turn put it in farm. So food will grow. So let's get some planters going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good plant. Copy these settings and doop. Okay, so end of cycle 3. We are doing pretty good. We got our power up. We got our oxygen going. We're really highly concentrated with oxygen right now, all over the place, which is good. Now this will get trapped over here because oxygen force it to stay over here, which is fine. Our carbon dioxide will be dropping down to the lowest point, which is good. I was kind of hoping it was going to click more here, but it is what it is. We might think of a micro musher, this, he actually should be okay and not have to use that right off the bat. But we got to worry about getting this water moved down lower. We get these two floors. And do another floor over here, which I usually try to keep all dupes bedroom. So yeah, so doing good. Now, in the beginning of our next episode, we will be getting a new friend, which is good. I like to keep them. I like to get them at the beginning of the day rather than the middle or the end, because if it's the end of the day, they're just going to sleep and burn calories and not really produce anything for it. So it's a waste in my opinion. So I always get them at the beginning of the day so they can get some work done. So, in our next episode, we'll get a new friend. We'll get a new... That's my timer. Sorry about that. So, we'll get a new friend. We shall get some more bedrooms done. Worry about this water, getting this moved into a basin down here somehow. So, yeah. Got our work cut out for us. So, thank you for watching. This has been our first episode of a long series, hopefully. As long as we don't kill all of our dupes, we should be set for a while. So, thank you for joining me for the first episode of this series, and my first episode of any series. Comment if you would like to comment on something, if I'm doing something that you don't like, if you like, if you don't, whatever. Thumbs up, thumbs down, of course, whatever you want. Lets me know what I need to change, or if I need to change, whatever. Again, this is Future. I thank you for watching. Have a good day.